Good afternoon everyone, it's Lee here from axeman-t4training.com, personal trainer to the stars. I work from my home gym, which is Exercise for Less in Sunderland. Really good gym. Membership starting from only $9.99 for full peak. So I'm just in Barnes Park at the moment in Sunderland, walking 3 dogs. Boys. This is a really good way that I like to get my cardio in. So I'm in here probably twice a day, probably a 2-mile round trip each time. And then while the weather's good, I'm walking to work, which is another sort of 1.5 mile walk to work, walk back home. So I'm getting at least 6 standard walking miles in a day. So from a cardio perspective, really crunching those numbers. Anyway, the reason I wanted to make a short video this afternoon was just to try and address a very popular myth that's out there at the moment. I was just in the gym last night. A guy got talking to me. I said I've been training nearly 30 years now. And he said, so what are you going to do then when you stop training and all your muscle turns to fat? And that is something which is an absolute myth, basically. It's something I've heard, I don't know, must be 50 times in my lifetime. I think it's something that people have that general misconception about. So I just wanted to try and clear that up just immediately. So from a scientific perspective, biological perspective, chemical perspective, physiological perspective, fat and muscle are made up of completely different cell types. The polar opposites, the black and white, the chalk and cheese. By stopping training, the muscle isn't just going to turn into a blob of fat. This is how muscle is made, in case you didn't know. This is the layman's terms. When you train, so when you put that muscle through stress process, so we'll say that's body weight exercises for repetition, resistance machine exercises, free weights exercises, the muscle fibers are stressed. When they're stressed, they start to tear. That's the muscle fibers breaking down. The way muscles get bigger is because through proper nutrition, we feed the muscles the right nutrients and minerals and proteins. So then the body looks at the damaged area and it says, right, I need to repair this because I don't want that muscle being damaged. So it puts the muscle fibers back in place. And then it says, so I want to make sure they don't get torn again. So I put some more on top. And that's how muscles are actually built. That's how they grow bigger and stronger. I just swap selfie sticks. The analogy I'd probably use to that is when you fall over as a child and you rip your jeans and your mum puts a patch over it. That's what the body's doing. It's putting a patch over the damage and it's making it stronger. So we train the muscle through, resistance work, etc. And we change the tone of it. To fuel all of this work, we're using 2 main sources. We use glycogen, which is sourced from sugar, which is sourced basically from the metabolism of carbohydrates. And we also use the absolute nectar, what we want to use, which is fat. We use that as fuel as well. So when we do that, our muscle mass increases, our lean muscle increases, and our body fat percentage goes down. We get more toned, we get leaner. If you're going for this look, you can get ripped, okay? But generally we get toned, we get leaner. Let's stop that process now. I'm going to stop training today. My muscles aren't going to turn to fat. What is going to happen is my entire metabolism is going to go a little bit slower. Because I'm not exercising the way I'm exercising at the moment, I'm not going to need the massive amount of foods. The muscles aren't going to be stressed. They're not going to be getting worked out. So natural damage will occur through just living life. The body's not going to need to, process and synthesize, put my teeth in, loads of new muscle cells. So it'll just repair what it needs just to survive. So my muscles are just going to gently get a little bit smaller. Because I'm not exercising anymore, but I'm still eating, because I'm a human, I need to live. There's no need for me to burn the amount of energy in calories that I currently need to sustain my physique and my lifestyle. So I'm going to take all this food in, the body's going to metabolize it into energy, and it's going to hold it there because it thinks initially I'm going to use it. Because I'm not going to use this energy, it can't sit around forever. So the body's going to store this energy now as fat. It'll metabolize it back into another source, which is fat, and it's going to store it there. So this process is going to go over and over and over. I'm not exercising, I'm not building new muscle. My muscle mass is gently just deteriorating down, and all the energy that I'm taking in from food is sitting there and being metabolized as fat. So I'm producing more fat. So my muscle mass goes down, my body fat percentage goes up. Chemicals are different, cells are different, structures are different, muscles haven't turned into fat. That essentially, guys, is what happens. And I just wanted to put that out there just so, you know, we could expel that myth that this is going to happen to us all. Our bodies are made up of lots of different subjects, lots of different proteins and cells. Where's the boys? And if we don't look after them, it's not going to look after us. I do a lot of consultations at the moment where, for free, and as a duty of care, I take all the metabolic readings, heart rates, everything like that. And I tell my clients exactly where you stand. Now, the main reason people are coming to the gym, so they're telling me, is because they want to tone up, want to change shape. So I'm telling you that if you just want to dance around to music a couple of times a week, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. You need to concentrate on changing the composition of your body. Your body composition is only going to change when you stress the muscle through weight-bearing exercises, resistance, free weights, etc., and you build lean muscle. Body's not going to repair the muscle with fat, repairs it with lean muscle, and it taps into the fat as an energy source, so you lose your fat storage. So please don't be concerned about muscle turning to fat, and please don't be concerned about, you know, from a female perspective, if you're going to train with weights, you're going to get massive. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to get sexier, you're going to get more confident, your body shape is going to change in the right way. You're going to be healthier. All those metabolic metrics that we take a note of at the start are going to go the right way. You're not going to get that from dancing around to music. End of. However, hats off to anybody that joins the gym for whatever reason. If you want to take part in music, dance lessons, the fact that you're with people, that you're doing fresh activities and you're out the house and you're elevating that heart rate is absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon for you. More people should take a leaf out of your book rather than sitting in a queue waiting for a sausage roll from Greggs. So well done. A lot of this stuff that I'm going to talk about over the next few months, years, who knows, okay, is all based upon my opinion and things that work for me, my experiences, and I'll draw on as much scientific fact as I can. But the one thing that I cannot change and I can't influence is you. It's up to you how much effort you put in, okay? If you join the gym, you need to get the most out of the gym. If you're going to go on a diet and nutrition plan, you need to put that effort in. If you're going to come and train 3 times a week with me or a colleague or just on your own, you need to put that effort in. So you are the key ingredient in this entire process of the health and fitness industry. So that was it. I hope that's been a little bit enlightening for you, dispelling the myths. And I'll be back to you soon. I'm going to enjoy my walk. I'm going to get some water and get some food. And I'm going to go back to the gym tonight as I've got a couple of classes on. Okay, so you can get me on axeman-t4training.com, and all my social media and information is on there. And I'm training out of Exercise for Less Sunderland. $9.99 a month. Great gym, great people. Peace.